Hi guys. Well, that's where I ended up with at the end of the night last night. So, today I've been trying to heat the garage up. Plus, it's the Walmart day for Dad. So, the garage has been sitting barely on 40 degrees all day. Heaters are pretty much maxed. Well, we have a cold front that came through. When I come out here at noon, it was 9 degrees out with a 9 below wind chill. And the wind is coming straight out of the north. And that door panel is facing north. So that wind was blowing under the door all day. But the wind seemed to die down. So I cranked up the heaters. And we're slowly crawling up. It's 48 in here now. So, see if I can get something done. Well, I got that patch ground up on the outside. Ran her along the by seam so it looked right. Let's see. Oh, that light sitting up there, I can see every one of my pinholes. So I'm going to come on this side and I'm going to spot weld every one of the pinholes so I can't see daylight, then clean the other side up. I was working on that hump, get that ground down a little better too. I got a couple pinholes to grind and clean up there, because I want to, well, I got that patch to make down there too. I'm going to spray this. I am going to spray it in primer because I'm not putting fiberglass over that patch. I'm going to make sure I can't see any light coming through any of the welds. And I'm going to prime this. This is the primer I'm going to be using. It's the 1K. 2K is the epoxy where you punch the bottom, but 1K, it's self-edging, etching, weld-through primer, and you can paint over this stuff. I've already looked it up. So, I can paint that wheel well. And I can still work on it if I want to, because it's just primer. And it's weld-through primer. So, the other kind of primer I have is Rust-Oleum 2-time. This Rust-Oleum 2-time paint, if you're doing something that you're not going to be, how would I put it, show car, like my old Ford, I found out that this is the best paint out there, this 2-time. It covers so good, and the coating when it's done is awesome. I used that for the primer, the black, the white on the dash. The white on the grill, I use a cheap. I had a couple cans of cheap white and it turned out like crap. But the white on the dash turned out awesome. That 2-time primer is some good stuff. Anyways, That Max is red primer too. So when I paint this thing, I'll probably have to shoot it in gray primer, because that is Viper Green. Volkswagen Viper Green. It's a pretty light color green, so I'm gonna guess that I need to put down a gray primer so I don't darken it up. The other thing about that green is it's metallic, and I've never shot metallic paint before. I've shot lacquer, enamel. I'm pretty sure that's about it for my painting experience. Yeah, I did a truck, and I shot that in black lacquer. I did not like that paint, but most of my vehicles all been tractor paint. My 77 Ford, about every 2 years I used to bring that in, sand her up, tape her up, and I shoot a new coat of tractor paint, change her color up every 2 years or so. So this ought to be interesting. Yeah, I never shot metallic before in my life. But yeah, that's not looking too bad. I will have to get the little compressor going with my air gun, because she was starting to pucker in when I was final welding that. I had to do a little hammer dolly work. So I'm gonna have to slow down on my welds on the big panels, and yeah, have the air gun there so I can cool it down. But it turned out pretty good. That's all getting a layer of fiberglass over those seams, because I cannot look on the backside and see all the pinholes. So anyways, I'm going to get in the trunk and final weld that from the other side to where I can't see any daylight. Well guys, that's not looking too bad. I got a little more cleanup to do back there. There's that whole patch I gotta do. But that's not looking too bad. I started cleaning up for the patch down there, and then figured out that behind that is the end of that. I bought the side for the left side. I should have freaking ordered that side too. I was kind of waiting to see how much material came with that patch. But now I'm thinking, well, I should have just ordered it. I'm not going all the way across because it looks like it's in pretty good shape in the middle. Other than there's a seat bracket over there. And there's a spot for one here, but there isn't one over here. So I have to figure out if I need to come up with a seat bracket. So yeah, that corner place will probably wait until I get the other part. But it's 10:30 and I still gotta grind all that up. Yep, it's ugly. But it's 5 degrees outside. Since the wind ain't blowing, it's 54 in the tent. That was enough for me to get working. So I didn't get a whole lot done, but I'm trying to warm this place up. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys later.